Where did you get that gun?
Right in the heart.
All right, what's up, Turtle Riders? How we doing it? Good? Yeah. All right, give me 1 second there. Let me just go ahead and... what am I doing here? I just shared this on... Oh, I got to change my input first. Hold on. Get this thing down there, nice and spiffy. Boom.
No feedback on our end?
Okie dokie. Can you guys hear me out there? Can you guys hear me out there?
Can you hear us?
Everything good? Excellent. Cool. Welcome to the Turtle Boy Live Show, guys. I'm on time. That's
Thank you.
Different.
How's it going?
Definitely different. And I just shared this link on the various Facebook pages. Now, this is where it gets a little confusing. Clarence Woods Emerson is suspended for 30 days. He's back in the hole. He went a full year, without getting suspended. That's a new record. New record. So he made a George Floyd joke a month and a half ago. Okay, it was inappropriate, and somehow it caught up to Clarence. So he's suspended for 30 days. The trial's starting this week.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they're searching for inappropriate George Floyd jokes on Facebook. But whatever, he's in trouble. He's back in the hole. So the account to follow now is his buddy Terrence Colley, Terrance, I think. And last name is Collie. That's me. Okay, so you can find me on there. You can still message Clarence. I just can't post anything on there. So give Terrence a friend request or a follow or whatever. Also follow our other pages. The Turtleboy Sports page. We just passed 5,000 followers today, so we got to give away some more free shit, don't we?
Congratulations. Yeah.
So follow the Turtleboy Sports page or the Uncle Turtleboy page. Now for the Twitter people. Get out of here, this stupid thing. For the Twitter people, you guys can go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead right now, and I'm going to share this link on my Twitter account. I got 2 Twitter accounts. I'm everywhere. One of them is at Turtleboy Phone. You can find me at Turtleboy Phone. That's my phone Twitter account. Also, you can find me at, let me see, We Live, a computer account, which is at TB_Aiden. That's at TB as in Turtleboy _AIDAN. All right, so without further ado, how's the audience looking tonight? All right, cool. Make sure you smash that subscribe button if you guys haven't already, and hit that like button. I see 128 people in here. That's not too shabby. Let's get those numbers up, please. What's his name just came out with another video too, so we got to talk about that afterwards. But I want to switch it up today and talk about. We did some coronavirus stuff today. It's back in the news. Schools are opening up in Massachusetts. That's a good thing. But up in New Hampshire is supposedly the live free or die state. However, it's not really living up to its billing because it's not. I mean, I guess it's more free than Massachusetts. But at the same time, it's not Florida. It should be Florida. That's what you really want. And let me pull this up, this blog I did today before I bring the fellas on. We have a couple guests here. Where'd it go? Stop cam. Oh, wait, what did I just do? Start cam. There we go. I'm going to share this link. Boom. Here it is. Okay. There they are. Duck Dynasty, we call them. All right, so up in Manchester, New Hampshire, the Manchester, New Hampshire police, who I have nothing against, until now, where'd I go? Until now, they shared this thing on Facebook the other day. Usually the police Facebook pages are there to like shame, drug dealers, really bad people doing bad things. Because you figure Manchester police are arresting a lot of people. They're not going to throw everybody up there that they arrest. They're going to throw people up there that they want to make an example of. And apparently, one of the biggest pressing issues in Manch Vegas isn't, home of Jeremy Winslow, by the way, and other various douchebags. Thank you, Amanda Marie. Appreciate that. Apparently, the biggest issue going up there is stickers. It's a big issue in Manchester. So this is what they actually put a press release out. They say, suspects arrested after placing multiple anti-mask stickers on and around City Hall. They said they've arrested 3 men in connection with, quote-unquote, criminal mischief. Criminal mischief. And on February 2nd, this was literally over a month ago, they received a report that multiple stickers criticizing the COVID-19 mask mandate were located on doors at City Hall. Wait till they turn on the TV and find out what Black Lives Matter protesters did to the police station in Minneapolis. Oh, man. So many stickers. So he goes on to say, as well as trash cans. Oh, no, not trash cans. Oscar the Grouch had some interior decorating redone without his consent, guys. It's like, woo, watch out. Suzanne, thank you very much. Let's hope FOHO isn't defending them. Yeah, seriously. You're going to need if these guys have FOHO defending them, they might as well just plead guilty. That's all I'm saying about that. Some of the messages made reference to living in fear, citizens being controlled, and masks being a sign of cowardice. Again, those are what the stickers said. The stickers that they were putting on things urged people to not live in fear, to not be controlled by the government, and that wearing a mask is a sign of cowardice, which it is. Okay, it's what everything that they're saying on these stickers
Pimps
is 1,010% true.
Like introduce our channel.
There's literally no the masks do nothing. Look at any data set from Florida or South Dakota or any free state and compare it to, a lockdown state like Massachusetts or New York or New Jersey or California. The numbers are no different. If anything, they're slightly less in the free. So clearly these diapers that we're wearing on our faces, it's ridiculous. You look ridiculous. You sound ridiculous. Like I was listening to members of Congress talk today. And everybody sounds like Charlie Brown now when they talk. I can't understand a goddamn word anyone's saying. The kids look Orwellian with them on. In England, they don't even make you wear the mask for kids because
go lay down.
As awful as King George was, they don't make their subjects wear masks. Here in Massachusetts and New England, we do apparently, even though it does nothing stop them. And literally, it's the government telling you to do it. So everything on these stickers that I've seen here is 1,000% true. It is a sign of cowardice. It is a sign that you're being controlled. It is a sign that you're living in fear. However, they go on to say, not only were the stickers inappropriate. Okay, stop right there. Inappropriate? Fuck off, government. Thank you, Lindy Andino. Says Mike Giannetti got spaghetti arms. He got Okay, excellent. Thank you also to Amber. Show me your sauces, and Christine. Yeah, if you guys feel the donos are back on, feel free to hit the dono buttons. There was only a temporary timeout we got for the mooning incident, the Mike Giannetti mooning incident, which hopefully never happens again. But anyway, like I said, for the government to tell you that something is inappropriate, like what's inappropriate about it? Never mind the message itself. Like, let's just talk about the government itself telling you that they get to decide what's inappropriate. It's political speech. These guys think the masks are ridiculous. It is their right to voice these concerns. That's it. If they had put Black Lives Matter stickers or like end global warming stickers on anything, this would not be a big deal. But it's the fact that you're going against
or New Hampshire tattoo
state issue, man. The state issued directive that masks save lives. Wear a fucking mask, you assholes. Just wear it. Why don't you wear it? Come on. Just do it. Everyone else is doing it. Come on. And I got news for you people. It's never going to stop. Like, why would they stop? People are like, oh, well, we won't be wearing this forever. If you think we're not wearing masks a year from now, you're out of your fucking mind. Yeah. Like, what would possibly make you think that? We have a goddamn vaccine. The president of the United States was vaccinated like months ago. And he still wears fucking 2 masks wherever he goes. Why? He's vaccinated. He can't get or transmit the virus. That's what a vaccine is. But yet he still wears the mask. Why? Fuck if I know. They just make this up as they go along anyway. So what does it matter? Of course they're going to have you wear a mask next year. You know why they're going to have you wear a mask? Just to fuck with you. Yeah. Just so that you're still living in fear, because when we go around with these fucking masks on our faces, we just look controlled. And that's how they want their subjects. Controlled. And so here's their mugshots. I like these guys. These are the greatest mugshots I've ever seen. These guys. That's a good one. That's how I want my mugshot to be. If I ever get it. And then this guy he must be new. This guy's pledging, I think. He's new to the organization.
No idea,
he's a work in progress. They're getting on it. So they all get arrested. The tree like scofflaws. The entire comment section, it restored my faith in humanity, because like I saw the headline, I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. And all of them were just like, this is embarrassing, basically. Like, I'm embarrassed for the men and women of the Manchester Police Department. And here they are putting up the stickers. Like, it's on, this one's on the back of a goddamn sign, the back of one. This is another one. You look ridiculous, because you do. It's true. Here's another one. He covered a crotch of the guy walking across the street. There you go.
Sneakers on.
Oh, no. Stickers on City Hall. What did the cops say? Didn't the cops say, like, it was really hard getting them off to? They said, but they were also very difficult to remove, guys. Very, very difficult. A lot of the cops in the Manchester Police, they bite their nails. So it's hard to get leverage, guys. You don't understand. It's very, very difficult. Okay? Through surveillance, police were able to identify 3 individuals. They fucking put surveillance on these guys. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? But luckily, the public reacted and mocked them as they should. It's a goddamn light pole. Here's another one. There's literally graffiti on this sign. This guy's got a 603 area code tattooed on his arm. He ain't never leaving New Hampshire. Ever. Ever. All right, so I'm going to go ahead right now, and I am going to bring these fine gentlemen on right now. They call themselves Savage Truth and Absolute. Why don't you guys
Footloose.
Footloose. Okay, all right. So we have Footloose. Go ahead.
Footloose from Absolute Defiance and Savage Truth 603 on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all that.
Oh, excellent. Yep. Okay. Can you guys in the comments hear them okay? Let me know if you guys can hear them. Make sure their sound is good. But let's see. We should have... Anyway, so why don't you guys tell me about yourselves. What are you guys like? Are you guys anarchists? Are you libertarians? Are you right-wingers? What are you?
We don't do the identity politics. We're just men.
That's
Individual men.
Free thinkers.
Free thinkers, free men living in a free country. That's great.
Right.
Well,
and so how long? You're trying to, yeah. You guys are obviously from New Hampshire originally, I'm assuming. You have a goddamn 603.
Yes.
My family's been here since 1699, bro.
Oh, excellent.
Like before the founding fathers were born. So, yeah.
So you guys elected to go around and you start. Why did you decide to do this? So,
this is just a small part of some of the stuff we've been into, which is kind of why they singled us out and targeted us for this. I mean, these stickers are all over New Hampshire, all over the city, all over multiple cities. It's not just us, and all over the country and all over the world.
All over the world.
So
it's an international campaign called the White Rose.
Oh, so the White Rose, if you guys are unfamiliar, the White Rose comes from Germany during the it was a resistance movement within Germany led by Sophie Scholl in the late 1930s. They resisted the German government from within by handing out flyers and leaflets telling people the truth about what the Nazis were doing. They were all executed for this. And I mean, you guys weren't executed, but you were shamed.
Not yet.
You were shamed by the Manchester police. That's pretty close.
Yeah. So I guess I feel like we need to back up a little bit and give you a little bit of the history of
Let's hear it.
Of why we have been targeted. So Footloose has been organizing protests religiously every Sunday. It was at the State House for a while, but then when the State House got shut down, the governor shut the State House down. It started to go to his neighborhood because that's where he's conducting official business from. We have no form of redress, so he like brought it to where he is conducting business. And I got in on the rallies. I was arrested on public property for disorderly conduct and criminal trespassing for
on
trying
a public walkway,
on a public sidewalk for trying to have a candlelight vigil outside the governor's house.
Was that the video you guys posted on Facebook that I saw?
I'm sure
which
you might have seen it.
Yeah. There's a few of them.
Yeah, you can find it on freekeen.com. You can find it on Breaking the Fly. You can find it on Savage Truth 603. Do you have it on your page too?
Yeah.
So it's Absolute Defiance.
So if I may,
go ahead.
So, the candlelight vigil, we did that in response to the governor going out of his way, or his administration went out of their way to instigate a new town ordinance to make it a $100 fine for picketing in a residential neighborhood.
Picketing.
Right? So they didn't really define the elements or anything like that. His brother, Michael Sununu, also sat on the board and signed off on it. They rushed it through. You can look at the minutes. It's all public. And there's been a bunch of articles about it as well. So they rushed this new town ordinance through just to target us because, like Savage said, we had been protesting outside the governor's house fairly religiously against the lockdown, trying to get him to open up the state house. And
the state in general.
And the state in general, yes, exactly. And so after this new law was created to target our First Amendment activities, right? Can I time out real quick?
Sure.
People are talking about in this comments. It has to be addressed. Okay. So you mentioned breaking the flaw.
Uh-huh.
So that means, and I saw him in one of your. That means you know Joe Orga.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Are you friends with him?
Does it matter?
You know,
personal associations don't matter. Like, I don't care who's on your friends list. You don't like.
But do you know my history with Joe Orga?
I know that you guys don't like each other, and that's
okay.
And that's fine.
Cool.
That's fine. It has nothing to do with me.
No, but it's your thing because his thing is filming the really kind of like harassing. Like I didn't see anything wrong with what you guys did.
Right.
I do have a problem with some things he does. Kind of like going around literally harassing police and
Take that
workers
up with Joe,
and stuff
bro.
Okay, cool. So you guys aren't.
Yep.
You guys aren't incorrect.
Yep.
But that's not your
his own thing.
Yep.
We're all
right,
free men that can do our own thing.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? And that's
right.
Like, there's a bunch of
I
people
just
that do stuff that I wouldn't do, but that's up to them. And that should only reflect on them, I think.
And I also think that people like the worst part about the liberty movement is the fact that people cancel each other, and this is across all cultures, but people cancel each other for a lot of stuff, and we're not always going to agree on every single fundamental piece of liberty, but at the end of the day, we should be able to come together under the umbrella of liberty. And sometimes we have to, if we're ever going to get free, if we're ever going to have freedom in our state, if we can talk about things like secession or like fixing the government from within, any type of that, we have to work together. Otherwise, we're just spinning our wheels.
True. I just wanted to clarify because people are asking, and because I like what you guys did. I'm just not a fan of some of his work. But on this issue, obviously, let's just talk about this one because that's what we're here to discuss. So this happens, and you guys posted a video which I put on the blog, in which I believe it's February 12th. You're in the Manchester police station. You're talking to a cop who seems to know who you are, and he assures you in that video that you're not going to get arrested for this.
Yeah, so I've worked with the Manchester Police when I worked for the Greater Mental Health Center of Manchester on the Mobile Crisis Response Team. I used to go out on calls as a peer support specialist and got to know a lot of the cops very well. I know the current chief. He wasn't the chief at the time, but Al Aldenberg. He's cool. So we're not anti-cop at all either. I have a lot of law enforcement friends and whatnot. It's nothing personal that they did against us. This is coming down from above from the city hall. So my group was protesting outside City Hall against the mask mandate in Manchester for months, for at least 2 or 3 months, every Tuesday and Thursday for a couple hours.
Nice.
And we also sending emails and stuff to the Board of Aldermen and to the mayor and everything like that. Figuring out who the swing voters are, targeting them, with extra emails.
Voters?
The swing voters on the board to do the mask mandate in Manchester. They were talking about doing it like they have in Nashua, but we shut it down. We shut that down. So did not happen, right? And then we started going to the governor's house, like we said. and then they made a law to target us for that. And then he got arrested at the candlelight vigil. Like, we didn't even get out of the vehicle. You could see and they're like, "What do you guys do? You're going to get ticketed for picketing in a residential neighborhood." Like, we didn't even get out of the vehicle yet.
Yep.
Yeah. And so then they made us march up and down the street.
Yep. Gave us all these weird orders.
Oh, yeah, we can walk up the path. No, then we can't stop. Then go. And it was like Simon Says. And then they're like, "Oh, you stopped. You went further. You stopped.
Yeah.
You walked past the house twice because you stopped." And
Yeah.
then they started ticketing everyone. And they ticketed a journalist who was legitimately there taking pictures and trying to get a story.
What was the ticket for?
Picketing in a residential neighborhood.
And just to back up a little bit, I was the first one to get a ticket. I'm the first one to say, fine, if you want to give me a ticket, give me a ticket. Like, I don't care. And so they gave me a ticket, and then they gave us all these orders, and we end up back on this pathway, which is a public sidewalk, which goes up to the general store and the town hall on, like, it's behind Sununu's neighborhood.
Where does Sununu live? What town does he live in?
Newfields.
Is that near Manchester?
No, it's on the seacoast.
Oh, it's on the seacoast. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
25 minutes away.
So,
Yeah.
So they gave me my ticket first, and you can hear, like, we have video of, I can be heard on the video saying, as soon as my ride gets the ticket, we're leaving. Like, I'm out of here. And I tried to get a cop to identify himself, and he refused and covered his badge and, like, basically ran away from me. And that's when the SERT, whatever it was, the little SWAT team pulled up, and they came up like 12 deep on the sidewalk and stopped. And this cop who refused to identify himself just kind of looked at them and pointed at me, and they surrounded me, and they arrested me, and they let everybody go away. Everybody else go with tickets. I had to get bailed out of jail.
The governor said that he was arrested in his backyard. Armed
protester in his
protester.
backyard.
Armed protesters, and nobody was ever in his backyard. Nobody ever went on his property.
And I'm always armed as a constitutional legal gun owner.
Yeah. So
Always.
you had a gun on you, and that's not
Always.
against the law. Yeah. So you guys are Second Amendment guys.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm always armed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a gun, it's a knife.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm always armed.
You got to do what you got. There's nothing wrong with that. People always throw the word armed out there to make you sound scary, but it's like, it's only really scary if you shoot someone with it. Like,
right. Well,
otherwise, what does it matter?
The big detail that the governor left out when he was slandering me in the media was that they gave me my gun back on the police station steps.
Wait, they gave you, so they took your gun and then they gave it back to you?
Yeah.
We have video of that,
because I'm a legal gun owner.
Yeah, of course.
So they processed me, and they gave me my gun back right when we got outside.
Well, right, of course.
You know?
Because it's your property.
But like when you hear, armed protester, you think that like I committed some sort of crime.
No,
like,
they always throw that in there. They're always like, he was armed. It's
Right.
like,
And that's why he canceled his inauguration, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
He used us as an excuse to cancel his inauguration.
John Sununu, his name's John, right?
Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah. Chris,
Dad,
apologies.
John's his dad, yep.
Okay, so Chris Sununu, he knows who you are.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, he knows very well who we are.
So you're like a pain in his ass.
I would say it's a little more than that. He's afraid of us, but he says it's like a physical, like, oh my God, my wife and kids, but I really think he's afraid of how we make him look.
And he knows we're right. He can't answer any of our questions. He won't answer our emails or anything like that either.
We've both been arrested twice now for free speech.
Where's the third guy?
He's got a political commitment going on.
So he's running. He wanted to mention.
Oh yes.
He's running for selectman
in Northfield, New Hampshire.
He's the guy that he put on this town warrant for the IRS to answer these questions about income and whether or not income is where is income defined in the tax code, and why do we have to pay the income tax and all that. So it's never been fully answered, and so that's a big thorn in their side as well. So yeah, people are like, oh, he's a good dude. That guy, he's a hard worker, swings a hammer, and straight shooter. You know what I mean? So nobody should be saying anything bad about him at all.
All right.
That's right.
So you're like you went after Chris Pappas too. He's the congressman, isn't he?
Congressman, yeah. Well, we hit up his. It happened to be there, yeah. So I got his thing. It's not like we went after him.
Right. So I saw your
on the crossfire.
I saw your work. Okay, I showed some of the pictures afterwards, And obviously, like if you had just stuck with the light poles and the trash cans, do you think they would have not? Do you think it was the fact that you put them on City Hall that really pissed them off?
No, it's the fact that they knew me and him from, especially me, because I was outside the City Hall for, months, every week, twice a week. And I ran down and talked to the mayor and asked her position on the mask mandate and all that stuff. So 100% targeted, and they know exactly who we are. But it's like they went after all three of us. And for stickers, and we have pictures. So the one sticker that somebody else might have put up, right, there's other stickers. There's stickers everywhere, and they didn't peel those stickers off.
Right.
They didn't peel these stickers off.
So
it's not the stickers, it's the content of the stickers.
Just to elaborate what he's talking about, right outside City Hall, Foot went there, was it today or yesterday? Whatever, it doesn't matter. They have a big fire alarm thing. It's like, a 5-foot like red post. It's flat on the front with a pull handle. And below the pull handle is 2 blue stickers for like Manchester art something. I don't want to quote anybody wrong or whatever. Right below that, somebody put a white rose sticker, and the white rose sticker's been scraped off and the paint's been chipped, but the other 2 stickers still remain.
So can you guys, because okay, there it is. I articulated already kind of like my opinions about the mask. Can you explain to me what's your biggest beef with the masks?
So it's the masks, which we can get into all the detrimental effects that masks have on people on a psychological basis or whatever, but like a lot of it right now comes down to the fact that
health sovereignty,
and it's bodily autonomy. Like you can't say my body, my choice, and then say you have to put a mask on.
It's a medical intervention.
Not to mention one thing that we should have mentioned a long time ago: if you're here in New Hampshire and anybody tries to push a mask on you or force you to wear a mask, you do not have to do that. Executive Order 74, it's a 3-page executive order, and if you go to the 3rd page, the second half gives a list of exemptions, and everything is on that list of exemptions that you can imagine, and you don't have to provide proof or evidence to anybody whatsoever. All you have to do is take control of your life and stand up for yourself and say, But
at the same time, they could end up like you guys, arrested and shamed on Manchester.
No, they can't. We do this. We have not in New Hampshire. People don't get arrested for masks.
Not for masks.
No.
So,
but you guys got arrested. You guys got arrested for.
We got arrested for
stickers.
We got arrested for being. We're targeted politically.
So
that's
criminal
a
mischief. So they're saying that there was $33 of damage, probably a piece,
33
to keep it under 100. So it's $99 split between the three of us. So each of us get. And that keeps it as a Class B misdemeanor, so there's no jury trial.
Which means we can't depose them and make them testify against us. And make them select a jury.
And the thing is, the damage that was caused with their removal, it looks like they used a screwdriver. I got pictures. That damage wasn't caused by stickers.
It looks like they used a screwdriver.
It was caused by them using some sort of metal implement, not
yeah.
a plastic scraper. You just use a plastic scraper. They're removable stickers, for Christ's sake. Maybe they're on there pretty good, but a little bit of elbow grease, they come right off.
Yep.
Do you guys know who Jeremy Winslow is?
No.
Jeremy Winslow's the guy who was involved. That girl was shot outside of Manch Vegas 2 years ago.
Yep, in the Jeep.
And he was the driver of the Jeep that started the fight that ended up getting her shot. And that dude got out of jail like in a couple months. Like I feel like they're coming harder on you for stickers than they are on Juice and Jeremy.
Which goes exactly back to why I started the story about us getting arrested at the governor's house, because it's clear that we are being targeted because of our activism against these mask mandates and against them destroying people's business and ruining people's incomes and ruining people's lives and it, like, suicide rates. And I mean, we could talk about all day, like the dramatic effect that this has had on families and on individuals,
the children.
And on children. I mean, my own kids.
You guys have kids?
Yes, sir. I have 2 boys.
Yeah, me too. I'm the father of 2 as well. Are they grade school? Are they in school?
So my boys are 17 and 19, and
okay, they're older. Okay,
but so my oldest finished his senior year going through this COVID shit. didn't have like a real graduation. Like he had a graduation, but everybody's spaced apart. Like it was so generic. They didn't throw their caps in the air. Like everybody was just all far apart. And it was just it wasn't the real thing.
Gay.
My youngest son, up till this point, really hasn't gone to school much except for like one class a day, which is because he's in computer engineering. So he goes to computer engineering because they're building robots and stuff like that. But other than that, like I've seen both of them mentally struggle with being isolated, with not seeing their peers' facial expressions.
Totally.
Like my kids are learning to date and understand body language from girls and their buddies. And how do you do that when you can't see most of somebody's face?
It's disgusting. They're cross-contaminating too.
It's child abuse.
It's child abuse. 100%.
How are you supposed to French kiss with a mask on?
That's right.
Right. How can you do anything?
How are we supposed to touch beards with masks on, bro?
Can you spread COVID by feeling a girl up? I hope not.
The first thing they teach you in nursing school is as soon as that surgical mask on your face gets wet, you're supposed to get rid of it. 20 minutes max.
Oh, dude, you should see me at the gym. I did a video on this in Massachusetts in like late December. They decided that like in the gym,
Massachusetts.
Yeah, you have to wear the mask when you like lifting weights or whatever. But if you're doing the cardio, you didn't have to do it. And then all of a sudden they decided one day, okay, now you have to because fuck it. It must be gyms that are spread. And so I start wearing it, and I'm literally every fucking day is like you're just inhaling your own fucking sweat. But you're
literally waterboarding yourself, bro.
With your own nasty. At least waterboarding is water. It probably tastes better than your own fucking sweat. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, you know. So what's the plan here? Do you guys? First of all, if you get a lawyer, don't get FOHO. Do you know who FOHO is? Don't get. He's sued people before to like reopen the state. It's gone nowhere. The guy's a fucking swindler. Don't get FOHO. That's all I'm saying.
People. There's a bunch of people like they do it and then they're like, oh, it's over with. I tried. You know, it can be done multiple times, and I don't know where all these lawyers are that should be chomping at the bit to file something.
So? But I'll tell you, I mean, I can't imagine this going. They're going to drop it. The state is. They're not going to fucking prosecute.
Hey, if you think getting it dropped is going to be the last of our efforts to make this right.
So, what's the next plan? I mean, first of all, are you guys from Manchester?
I'm from Nashua.
I mean, okay. I grew up in Claremont, but I live in Concord now. Yeah, I've been here for like 17 years.
Claremont's over near like Vermont, right?
Vermont border, yeah.
Okay, all right. Have you guys tried doing this in Nashua or Concord?
We did a flash mob. We went to Hannaford's in Nashua and recorded. I recorded with the manager coming and saying, you got to put masks on, and I said no. I showed him the governor's order, and my girlfriend who I was with, she already has been in there and showed her doctor's note, but she doesn't have to per the governor's order. So that's why I was there to protect her rights and the other people that were there. There's a whole group of us. And
what's the flash mob?
Flash mob is showing up and going into the store without masks. Maskless flash mob. So you go to Boycott Mass Businesses page, and we got some events there going on. There's the mass burning event.
Yes. Burn your face diaper.
Burn your face diaper at the State House.
March 17th at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And show up a couple hours early. We're going to be doing the bar crawl first. We're going to get juiced up and then burn our masks on the State House lawn.
So bring boxes of masks. Bring your kids. Everybody can burn their masks.
Party time.
Yeah. See you later.
That's awesome. So what's the next move? What you said you have plans. What's the next move here?
This is it. We just persevere. So also every Sunday we alternate between Concord State House and Newfields Town Hall.
Yep.
And we do protests out there with signs and
we get a ton of support. People
drive. You guys do you have like a YouTube channel where you stream?
We both do. Yeah.
So his is Absolute Defiance.
Absolute Defiance.
Okay.
And mine is Savage Truth 603.
Savage Truth 603. Why don't you guys just have one?
Well, because we started our own thing
separately. It's funny. The first video on my channel is when we met.
Me rocking big scary guns on the State House lawn, bro.
Yeah. So I met him and whatever. We were both doing
Yes, we
separate
have jobs.
things.
I was thinking, because you guys have a lot of time to protest. When do you work?
I'm self-employed, bro.
Self-employed, bro.
Good
I'm a
answer.
master plumber.
Oh, you're a plumber. See, good for you.
Yes,
good
sir.
For you. Now, do you wear masks when you go into people's homes?
Absolutely not.
What if they ask you to?
I won't work for them.
So you'll turn down work.
I don't need work.
You don't need work.
Bro, every 7 plumbers that leaves the trade, only 1 goes in.
My uncle's already retired. He retired mad young. When
Like
he was a plumber.
they don't. And I don't mean it like in a disrespectful way, but if
No.
somebody is hell bent on me wearing a mask, and there are certain, like if somebody says, hey, like somebody in my house is immune compromised or whatever, okay, like I'll put a bandana over my face and like go look at something, but I'm not gonna kill myself having this thing like right up. Like no, it's just not gonna happen. I don't have like I'm not that thirsty for work because there's so much work out there for somebody like me.
So you guys never wear masks ever?
Never.
You've never worn one?
Never.
You've never been in this situation?
Halloween, I mean.
I wear a bandana sometimes on my face anyways because like I ride my Harley and it turns into a rat's nest if I don't get this thing under control, so I put a bandana around it, but no.
Do you guys know Mike Gill, State of Corruption? People are asking. He's he's kind of old news.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's kind of a kook, bro. Like I don't know him personally, but some of the stuff that he said is like out in left field, but then again, like
don't know who he is.
The more I see the corruption on a first-hand basis, the more I think that maybe he wasn't such a kook. So
were you guys like, because they'll say about you, and this is what they say about people like us, is that you're a conspiracy theorist. Do you guys believe in any other conspiracies?
So wait a second.
Conspiracy is codified in federal and state law. So, I mean, it's like the AG and the DA's job and detectives to figure out what a conspiracy is.
To theorize conspiracy.
You know what?
It's just
okay.
2 or more people committing to. So
let me ask you a question.
So yeah.
Do you believe Jeffrey Epstein killed himself?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do you believe that 9/11 was an inside job?
Jury's out on that one. Definitely.
There's
some shady shit there.
There's a mandamus in there for NIST to re-examine a bunch of the evidence. If you go to 9/11 Freefall,
Flat Earth is retarded.
Flat Earth.
Okay, good answer.
So I mean, there's a lot of junk conspiracy. There's a lot of junk out there.
I'm just trying to get a gauge of like, because that's what they.
We're not Q. We're not into that Q stuff.
Not into the Q stuff. Okay, gotcha. Okay,
so like just.
Because that's how they'll try to label you.
Free thinkers, like one of the things that we get real hemmed up on is like this vaccine stuff. Like this is an experimental vaccine. Like that's. I've never really, and up until now, I've never been in like an anti-vaxxer. My kids have all been vaccinated, and like I understand people who are like curious about vaccines or because I have seen firsthand. I know people who have children that are vaccine injured. So I don't know, man. Like there's definitely I don't have an opinion one way or the other, but I feel like if you say absolutely vaccines don't cause injuries, then you're full of shit. Because
it doesn't matter either way. Your choice,
right?
Your choice.
Bodily autonomy.
Your freedom ends where mine begins.
That's
you don't get to tell me to put something on my face or paint my fingernails a certain color or anything. Like,
right?
You don't get to decide what I do with my body.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same people.
Where do we draw the line? When does it end? Because it's not just the mask. Even our Governor Sununu, he keeps saying, Area 51, yeah.
That's some sinister shit, bro. That's some sinister shit.
I mean, I agree with
it's
you.
It's all about the vaccine. The masks is a foot in the door to the loss of bodily autonomy, like Savage was saying. And it's to the vaccine, because when you get the vaccine now and you have your ID, now you can hang out in public spaces and come on. Stop with that. We've been hanging out, and they said we should all be dead by now.
So you can go back in my videos on my channel from over a year ago, before people were even talking about COVID, and I was like, "Yo, shit's going down. They're gonna change everything." And at first, I was definitely like, get a mask, like stay inside, wash your hands, nothing crazy, but just be careful, you know. And then almost immediately when it started coming here, I'm like, nobody's dying. Like, it's just all.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
like
the boomers, bro.
I mean, when this first started, I'll be honest. I mean, I was a Corona bro at first because I'm usually skeptical of shit. But like they were like, like I bought in. I'm like, oh yeah, this is for good. 15 days to stop the spread, to be on the safe side. But then, like you said, it was just all nursing homes. It was like, that's where it was all fucking, like, this is going to go down in history when we look at this. People are going to look at data and be like, 60% of casualties happened in nursing homes. 78% of people who died were obese.
Yes.
The median age is no different from the median age dying in general. Like, it's like, all the data is just gonna be like, what the fuck? We canceled school for a year for this. Like, we destroyed a $20 trillion economy for this. I always say this: wait till the next one comes along, the next virus that spreads to 9 feet.
They're already working on it.
There's nothing.
The UK
no
variant, bro. The
no
UK variant, like they're already working on it.
Yeah,
whatever it is nothing different from every year. Right, there would be this generic flu that they wouldn't be testing for.
Flatten the curve.
And you look at the deaths from last year to the year before, and there were less deaths last year overall. So, and they're saying the flu disappeared, because you just recategorized it, and started testing and calling whatever the results are COVID.
I've seen firsthand testimony of people who have been like, "Yeah, my dad died of brain cancer, and I got a death certificate, and it said COVID."
But I mean, to the conspiracy thing. So I've been on that a little bit. I have a page called Unbound Injustice.
How many pages do you guys have?
I have a lot.
Hey, listen, when you go, you should know this, bro. When you go against the grain, you tend to get like.
Well, the reason I have so many pages is because they all get shut down.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I have different ones for different things. They're kind of like, I was jamming up my personal feed with so much. I was like, I really want to have a separate thing for this that's not really tied to me and going right into my feed and jamming up all my friends' timeline all the time.
Yep.
If they like the page and the content of that page, so it's like a filing system for me. So I actually just tried to make a Sticker Pimps page, but they're not letting me.
Sticker Pimps. We are the Sticker Pimps, bro.
I have 25, and that might be the limit, so I might have to delete some to make a Sticker Pimps page.
Sticker Pimps.
But
say it with me, Sticker Pimps.
Unbound Injustice is where...
See? Rolls off the tongue.
Sticker Pimps.
Sticker Pimps.
And go to the White Rose. Join the White Rose on Telegram. But,
all right.
Yes. And
cool,
everybody
man.
should get stickers and start stickering up your town.
Come out to meet us in Newfields. Meet us at
when's the next
Concord.
When's the next rally?
Every Sunday.
Sunday is Newfields this weekend.
Yep, Newfields this weekend.
Where's
Sunday at 2 p.m.
My geography of New Hampshire is like Lake Winnipesaukee, then Concord, then Manchester, then Nashua.
It's like kind of between Manchester and Portsmouth.
Okay, so like near Londonderry. Like, no, I'm trying,
bro, let me just tell you, you just sounded like the most amazing masshole I've ever met.
I don't know what's in between. Is it not near there? I don't know. It's like near Haverhill.
Don't get lost around here, kid.
Plaistow, that's a town, right? Plaistow.
He's like all these, it's
a tiny little town.
What's this Windsor place?
I'm learning. I know in New Hampshire, like the most ghetto town where all the ratchets come from is Rochester.
Yes.
Rochester and Claremont. I got a lot of shitheads from Claremont.
That's my hood, bro.
No offense. But definitely there's like this rapper named Tony DeYoung. You guys know who he is? I used to write about him all the time a few years ago. Oh, real piece of shit. He went on Dr. Phil. He was a real asshole. He's from Rochester. This other guy, Dawson, Boston. There's been plenty of assholes from Manchester too.
Yeah.
But
they're all over. Assholes are everywhere, bro.
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of Turtleboy before today?
Yes.
Okay.
So let me tell you something. Like fucking 4 years ago, I was in Vegas on a trip with my chick, like seeing her sister get married, and I actually like tried out to be a writer for Turtleboy.
You did? Oh,
I still have the pictures of the people that like whoever wanted to be roasted and what I wrote. So like I'll send it to you for like old time's sake or whatever. I'm sure you didn't even see it or I don't know.
No, I got so many submissions and I think that was right when our Facebook page went down and like I didn't even bother hiring anyone after that because I'm like in fucking crisis mode when I lost that Facebook page. I thought it was all for loss, but here we still are. But
no,
right.
I spent a lot of time in prison, so I don't know.
Did you really? You've really spent a lot of time in jail?
He did a good interview with me.
Yeah.
About that. Yeah.
On Savage Truth 603. Yep.
What kind of shit?
All right, so I'll give you a recap, and then you're going to go to Savage Truth 603. You're going to hit that subscribe, and you're going to hit that bell because we got a lot of stuff coming. But this man right here did 5 years in solitary confinement over his beliefs. If there's anybody that has character on this planet, I'm sitting next to him, bro. because he wouldn't shave his beard and he wouldn't take a string off his finger.
Are you Muslim?
And then he sued the state for the way that they treated him, and he won
In
by
federal
himself.
I filed in 1983 in federal court and won pro se.
Can I guess what your crime was for being in jail? Can I guess?
Yes.
Drugs. Something drugs.
Drugs.
It was drugs. You're right. Okay, I knew it.
So
I knew
nonviolent crime.
That's okay. Depends where you were. It wasn't heroin, was it? Was it coke? Was it coke?
Pills.
Pills. Okay, gotcha. All right,
A bunch
gotcha.
of different pills.
5 years for pills?
Ecstasy and yeah,
Oh, okay.
and it was when you
Well, it
don't
was
tell.
Defiance, and it was the Defiance too.
Right. When you don't tell on people, then they really hit you with whatever the hell they can. You know?
Yeah.
Just
If you don't snitch. So this was nothing. Stickers,
get
nothing.
stitches.
Well, Stitches gets stickers now, but
Snitches get stickers.
yeah, there you go. There you go. There's your new slogan. There you go.
Not for nothing, but the same day that we were booked and processed out Manchester PD, some crazy bandito went back and stickered the doors. And then
my day, Manchester PD.
and he was just randomly walking around Manchester.
I interviewed one of the officers. I'm like, hey, did you arrest any sticker pimps lately?
Any more sticker pimps?
So that's a video. You guys can go check that out. It's a quick little.
All right, cool. All right, fellas, we're going to let you go, but thank you for coming on. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Keep up the good work. I'll be following.
Absolute Defiance.
Absolute Defiance.
Savage Truth 603. Like, share, subscribe, do all that.
Absolutely. Give them a smash that like button, guys.
Thank you, guys.
I'll see you guys. Bye.
Later.